if you go in with the motive of really just trying to help, truly help the most people you can possibly help, a lot of this other stuff takes care of itself, because what happens is you're learning the ways that care is offered, and you start to go like, I wouldn't do it like that, because that doesn't seem to be the highest quality way. That seems like a volume way to treat, or that seems
Yeah.
like a what's the quickest thing I can do and kind of move you along. But is that quickest thing the thing that that person needs? When you really start advocating for your own field, your own disciplines, you could be a chemist and still advocate to be a major player in the chemistry world. But when you have a passion like that, it should come out. It should come out in the things that you say, the way that you write, the interactions you have, and then ultimately the people who seek you out, like yourself, who want to have conversations about this. Like, how do we move this ball, further downfield? Um, and so that's where my passion comes from. And some of it's inbred, but even in that conversation with the chairperson of that physical therapy department, I couldn't help but say, like, I just want people to be goo goo over the work we do. And right now, I don't think that is the way. And that really hurts me on a personally professional level. That people should have a higher standard in how we deliver this kind of care, and what people expect their care to be when they go in. If we can change that, we will change everything.
Because I think that's what surprises a lot of people. They come on your site and they go, "Oh, he's got the Instagram." Oh, right. So he's asking for questions, and the level of care, passion, humor, just like individuality you put into these things, and then you come onto your site and you're like, you see you working with like players from grassroots to professional to everything in between. I'm sure you could treat fat has-beens like myself, everything and everything. But do you see common, because like we all see these films where the kid comes out, they're multi-talented, they're going to be the best thing ever, and by the end of the film, they like the pitcher's got the tight shoulder because he's never recovered, he's played too many games, they take advantage of their natural ability, rather, they cash checks now rather than thinking about what they're going to be later on. Is this where we go wrong with shit like, younger players? We don't give them a plan to keep themselves healthy. We just want them to be the best now and forget about the interest of stress and accumulation on the body.
Yeah, that's a terrific point. A lot of the youth sports programming that we are developing nowadays is not so much. I mean, of course, it's about making people stronger and faster and more resilient and more explosive. That's easy stuff. That really is very simple. The hard part is creating an environment where that young athlete now understands that this is what I have to do. This is how I develop good habits. This is how I take care of my body. This is how I take care of my joints. My joints are my tools. If I don't care for my tools, then I cannot use them in the soul filling, scholarship granting, life changing, contract getting way. It's just, I mean, these are steps. That stuff happens to a very, very small minority of the kinds of people we look up to in sports. But you can use sport, you can use fitness, you can use these kinds of activities to just promote healthy living. But that begins early with establishing a habit of taking care of your rest, taking care of your body, taking care of your nutrition. That all goes together to develop a holistic approach to just moving around. Holistic with a W, whole, full thing.
Because when I think back to like physical education in school, it's like we're going to work on badminton, you're going to do a bit of basketball. There's a tiny bit of lip service paid to nutrition, if anything, a tiny bit about stretching, static stretching. That'll cover you for the
Mhm.
rest of your life.